Go ahead.
Clyde Anderson. What can I say about a good friend?
I just wanna be
A mentor and an associate. I'm telling you, I've been knowing Clyde for many of years. The longer I know him, the more giving he becomes. I tell you, he's out in the community giving back, helping young businesses grow. And I tell you, from my point of view, this guy is one to look out for in the future.
This is an exciting evening because we got a lot of stuff to share. The book, for one, what happened was, some of you have seen the book before. This is a revised version. It doesn't seem like it was 7 years ago that we originally released a version of this book. This is the second revised edition. I came out of college and I was in the mortgage business. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I never knew exactly what that was and what exactly was I wanted to do. So I was 23 years old in the mortgage business. I'd never been taught really about credit. You know, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. And we never sat down and had that conversation. My mother and I never sat down and had that. I had to really learn really quickly what to do, how to make it happen. And I saw thousands of credit reports. I started teaching myself. I started really learning. And I was the one that would put them on plans and say for the next 6 months, for the next 12 months, this is what you're going to do. And if you do this, you'll get this. But what I heard is every time someone would come in my office, the first thing they would say is, well, you see, what had happened was. And I heard this over and over and over again. These stories, and I had all these stories, and it was like I felt like I was carrying these people on my back because I wanted to help them. And I wish I would have talked to them 6 months sooner. By the time I was 25, 26, I had spent more money than most people in my family. Because that's what I thought you do. You make money, you spend it, right? That's what happens. But I had to learn, as I'm telling everybody else what to do, I'm not doing the things that I'm telling them to do. So I made all the mistakes. I blew it. But I said I'm not going to blow it again if I get another opportunity. But also, I want to be able to give my clients something that they can do. We got to do. So it took about a year. We researched the publishing business, interviewed different people, and we started Pyramid Publications. And our whole model was a shift in thinking. And Pyramid means to help a mind. That was the whole purpose. And I wrote it about 4 characters that lived in a town called reality, somewhere between perfect bliss and rock bottom. So this was the book that originally got me on CNN. So it's been 6 years since I started on CNN. I came up with this concept called wealth. And what I consider to be wealth is the wisdom to establish assets and leverage the harvest. Okay? And what I mean when I say that is wisdom, to be wise enough to know who you are and then where you are right now, right here, today. But then we also have to establish, why do I even want to go somewhere? And then how will I get there? What's my purpose? What's the plan? Am I setting goals? Do I have objectives? Your time is one of the most valuable resources because I got 86,400 seconds in each day. No way, no how can I get that back. I value people. I value relationships, the human resource. And so I want to show other people that, and I want to show them how to leverage that to get the harvest. Whatever that harvest is, that thing you envision. Because we're in a time right now where we've got to go back to the basics. We've got to go back to using our hands and our minds to create things. Because 1 in 6 people in this country right now are unemployed. It's almost to the point where it's more riskier to have a job than it is to start a job. So I want to show people how to create additional streams of income. And so I need all y'all to get a part of this wealth movement. And a lot of people think there aren't any opportunities because they're going through something, but we've got to go back and give hope. And I tell them that we were thrown into a system that we don't understand. Feeling like there's a foot on my neck holding me down that belongs to the man. But the man is Visa and American Express, and then I discover that's why I stress. I feel like I can't escape and that this is my fate. They gave me a water bottle and a t-shirt, and so I took the bait. I didn't even know the rate. Now I've got a card feeling hard because now I can charge. What do you ask? Well, stuff I think I need, which I should be using cash to buy, but instead I'm paying crazy fees. With a promise to pay later, but later comes quick, so my charges turn to collections and these constant calls are making me sick. You see, I was given a weapon and never trained for its use. So it didn't take long for my use to turn to abuse. And now my credit score is dropping like flies, and I really can't be surprised, and who really hears my cries? Or is it that I'm not crying out loud enough? I'm too busy trying to act tough, like I know it all and have the answers, while this debt gets out of control, interest compounds and grows like cancer. You see, I got myself in this bind because I can't pay my bills on time, and I'm overextended, not sure if you can comprehend it, but if you breathe, they'll lend it. And as soon as you don't pay it, the credit repositories will report it in the form of a 30, a 60, or a 90-day late. Usually for me being irresponsible and choosing to wait, or forgetting to mail it off before the due date. Man, I've been off more than I can chew, and now these hard times are spreading fast like the flu. It's hurt my profile, a snapshot of who we are, and so now I'm known as the guy with the lates on the car. or a string of collections that follow me like LoJack because I borrowed more money and I really couldn't pay back. Even though scores range from 300 to 900, you can find me stuck at the lower end of that scale, living each day scared to check the mail. When you think about it, it's really sad. When asked about my credit, I say it's okay when I know that it's bad. You see, I spent the money as quick as it came, and now I gotta get the lights turned on and my mama and them name. So many bills to weed through. I feel like myself, I've become past due. Later delinquent when my trips to the payday loan spot have become more and more frequent. You see, God had a plan for my life, and I know it wasn't this. To fall victim to the myth that ignorance is bliss. So know your status, check your score. Education is the key to empowerment. Power is the key to prosperity, but we can't grow without clarity. So realize that stupid is and stupid does. And move past the now and tell your story like, well, what happened in
I just wanna be successful.
I want to appreciate those who come out this evening to the event, especially those who are going to be joining us tomorrow night for a credit boot camp via webinar. All you have to do is go to www.Coach-Credit.info and be able to tune in every third Thursday for Credit Explosion and how to get back in the driver's seat concerning your finances. Thank you very much.